Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to do a full face of first impressions because I got a whole bunch of new makeup in the mail. So I want to put everything on, see how they apply, and let you know what I think of them. Some of these products may not be brand new to the market, but they are new to me. So we're going to see how they go, see how everything works, and all that kind of stuff. Quick side note, if anyone watching could take a quick second and pray for my little brother. He has been in the hospital with really bad pneumonia for about a week now. The pneumonia has taken up almost all of his right lung and he's having a really hard time breathing, and he's had enough of the hospital, to say the least. So if anyone could pray, I would really appreciate it. And yeah, so let's just get into the first impressions. Okay, so I actually have two primers, and the first one is the Becca Backlight Primer. This one is, I believe, $38. I guess this is supposed to be an illuminating primer, so it's supposed to give you the glow from within look, but we'll see about that. So I don't know how much to take of this stuff, so it looks like this. And we're just gonna, I think this is, yeah, this is too much. We're about to look like an oil slick here, but you know, it's okay. Now, since I have dry skin, I do like to look dewy, just because since my skin is dry, it does not take long for my foundation to start to look cakey. So I really love dewy makeup. So we'll see if this leaves it dewy. And then while this is soaking in, I will show you the second primer that I got. The second primer that I have is the Urban Decay Primer Potion for eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Eden. I've heard a lot of good things about this, and this is actually my first legitimate eyeshadow primer. I typically use concealer and I just set it with a powder, but I wanted to see if maybe this would not crease. So we'll see. So far it looks like a concealer. And I actually do like the Becca primer. It made my skin look very nice and glowy, but we'll see how it is under foundation. Okay, so I just used my brow powder really quick and I did my brows. And now we're going to try a new foundation. So I got this at Sephora, and this was one of the foundations that I was really eyeing for a long time. It is a water-based foundation, and since I have dry skin, you know, I'm all about the hydration. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. That kind of has like that little push top, and it like comes out like that, and it's supposed to be like one of those dropper foundations. Now I tried out the NYX one and I really did not like it. It just did not have the coverage that I wanted, and it was just really cakey on me. So I'm hoping it's not the same thing with this, but we will see. So I'm just gonna squeeze it down. Interesting. Oh, now I don't know what kind of coverage this has, so I'm just kind of gonna go all out. I think that should be enough. If I need more, I will add it. And then I'm just gonna take my Real Techniques sponge and blend it out. So far, it actually is pretty good coverage. Now, I do have a little bit of acne right now, but it's not as bad as it typically is, so I don't need complete full coverage. I just need like some medium coverage. I typically like medium coverage foundations anyway, but I actually like the coverage this has. Very hydrating. It's evening out my complexion, which was like my main issue. I don't care if there's a few breakouts that peek through. I'm not that worried about it. I just want my complexion to be like kind of even, you know. because my face is a lot more red than my neck. So I do like, you know, my neck and my face to match. So that's really my biggest concern. And I think it did the job. I actually really like this. And I always have a hard time with foundation on my nose. Even if I just apply it, it just looks super cakey. And this doesn't. This looks very airbrushed and nice. And it's not like super tacky. So I am really liking this. This was $39? Yeah, this is $39 at Sephora. Ulta doesn't have it. Most of the stuff I got from Ulta, but Ulta didn't have this foundation, so I got this from Sephora. So far, I do like the primers and the foundation, and some of my breakouts are peeking through, but overall, I really like this. I actually tried this before, but I feel like the shade that I got was too light for me, so I got a darker shade. It made my under eyes look so cakey. Cake City was under my eyes, like no joke. Tarte Shape Tape, and I got the shade Light. I don't know if you can even read that, but I got the shade Light. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's very creamy. I do like how creamy it is. It matches the foundation really nice. And you would think Fair Neutral, which was the last one I got, would match this, but it didn't. It was like white. So, oh, okay, this one's so much better. Be very careful when you pick your shade of this, because if you get too light of a shade, it will look so bad. This looks nice. I like this. I got the Fenty Beauty matte matchsticks, I think it's called. Yeah, and this is in the shade Amber. So I'm really hoping this was a good pick. Now I did swatch this a few times just to make sure it was my contour color. So we'll see. I mean, it's creamy and it doesn't seem to be disturbing my foundation, which is good. And if, oh, that was probably a little too thick. If you are fair, I think this color is going to be awesome for you, because it's very cool toned. It's not too warm toned at all. That was my biggest problem with contour colors, them being too warm. Alright, I'm not using a sponge because it seems like it's making the product disappear. So I'm just going to take a little angle brush like this. This is just like a unicorn brush. It's from Amazon, I don't know. And then I'm just going to blend up with this. Well, it blended out very nice and it was very creamy. I saw some reviews and it said that it moved their foundation. I did not have that problem, so I do not know. Maybe it just works differently for other people, or maybe they're pressing too hard. I didn't have an issue with it. I really like it. I think it looks very nice. It's not too harsh, and that's the thing. Like with cream contours, people think that it's going to be way too harsh if they mess up. If you mess up with this, I feel like you're going to be able to correct your mistake very easily, because if you blend it out, it's pretty much going to blend out to nothing. But if you stop blending at the right time, it is still just like a very nice subtle contour. And those are the contours that I like. I just like very subtle contours. Custom cover. Custom enhancer drops. I don't know what I'm saying. This is in the shade Celestial. This is like the pale pink color. Oh gosh, guys. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna have liquid metal on my face in just a very short second. I'm just gonna use the very pointy side of this sponge and bounce it into the skin. Now you want to, okay. You're going to have to be careful when you blend this out because it's very liquidy. And if you blend it out too far down, you're going to have a highlight like down here. And you want to stick with your high points of your face. So you want to be very careful where you blend it, and you want to be very precise. I really suggest being careful where you blend this out because you will have the whole side of your face liquid metal if you don't. This side came out perfect. This side still looks nice, but you can tell it blended a little too thick. So just be very careful how you blend this out because it will spread. But regardless, it is very beautiful, very beautiful. Now I'm going to set my face, and I'm going to use a little travel size version of the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm going to take a Tarte brush. I think this is for blush, but sue me. And we're just going to powder our face with it. And if you can see, even being powdered, this highlight is still popping. It's making my face look very airbrushed. So this is my first blush from NYX. This is the HD blush, and this is in the shade Nude Tude. And I'm going to use this brush that I've had for about 10 years. I have washed it, by the way, but I've had this for a really, really long time. Okay, if it'll show up. I like that. It comes out a lot more pink on the cheeks than I thought it would. You can definitely build it up. As you can see, I'm going over it quite a few times. I actually do not mind that this requires a little bit more work. That actually works out perfect. So I like this. I got this from Ulta, and I believe this was about $6.50. Yeah, $6.50. So I'm not mad. I had to. I swatched them, by the way. So there's finger marks. I swatched them. Look at these colors. I'm being creepy right now, sorry. But look at the colors. I really like these. I like how there's a whole bunch of different colors. So like if you're doing different eye looks, you have a highlight for your eye look. Okay, so I'm trying to decide what color look I'm trying to do because I want to like coordinate them. I think I'm going to go for a kind of mauve color. Use the color Star right here, that gray color, because it will work. And I don't know if you could see, but it like brought that, brought the liquid highlight to life. I'm going to take a little concealer brush like this, and I'm going to go in with Star and put that under the brow bone. Okay, so now I'm going to start eyeshadow. And I got this palette. I'm kind of excited for it. But the swatches are not very promising. This is the, sorry, I don't want to blind you. This is the Tarte All Matte palette. Force of Nature. Oh, God, okay. I'm gonna put Force of Nature into my crease. Now, since I have hooded eyes, I do have to go above my crease to have anything show up. So keep that in mind. I think the transition color is going pretty nice. And these are just brushes that I got from Amazon, but they work really, really nice. We're gonna go in with Natural Beauty, which is right here. Sorry for the awkward angle. but it's right there. Taking the same brush, we're just gonna go right into the crease because the last color that we did went a little above the crease, and that was Force of Nature. So we want this right below it. I mean, they're not the most pigmented, but I feel like that's kind of a good thing because you don't want to place too much pigment in one area. So I'm not complaining about that. Sorry for the awkward angle again. We're gonna take the shade Best Friend and put that in the outer corner. I love the eye looks that go from dark to light. So that's what I'm going for here. I guess BRB. Next we're going to take this dark shade called Bombshell. This is going to be the color that's going to be on the very outer of the lid. So this is going to give this look a whole bunch of depth and dimension. And we're just going to blend it. So this is what's going to be in the very outer corner. That's why we wanted that other shade, Best Friend, to be towards the middle of the lid, because this color is going on the outer portion of the lid. I like how this looks though, I really do. But one thing I like to do is I like to take a little angled brush like this and go like that across the corner of my eye to get rid of any eyeshadow that might be going past the eye that's gonna make the look uneven. Best Friend again, and we're just gonna blend those together because we want Best Friend to still show. I went ahead and I popped Best Friend on the lower lash line, and that is actually the last of that palette that we're gonna use. I think so far it looks pretty good, but I do want to add a little pop of glitter. So I got 4 of these Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows, but today I want to focus on this shade, which I believe is called Pink Champagne. I'm going to put that on the very inner corner. Change of plans, we're actually going to use our finger because it comes out a lot better that way. So I used a brush to just get the shape of the color that I wanted, like where I wanted it. And then even though it's not super pigmented, as of right now, I'm going to put more on once we get the shape. And then I'm just going to take it on my finger and press it where I want it. And then we're going to go ahead and take Best Friend again, and we're going to blend it into this glitter shade to kind of have them go together so they're not just lined one right after another. Then we're gonna pop Star, which is that shade in the Glow Kit, the Moonchild Glow Kit, into the corner of my eyes. Next we're gonna set the face, and this is the Faced Hangover RX Primer Spray, but this is also a setting spray. Very powerful sprayer. And for mascara, I'm going to use the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. We're gonna see. Ow! I mean, it does look very nice on the lashes though, to be honest. I would use this. It actually gives my lashes a lot more volume than some of my more expensive mascaras, so I like this too. This is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick. Baci? I don't know. I really don't know. But this is a mauve color, so I thought this would go really well with the look today. It's a pretty color. So this lipstick that I used was part of Stila's holiday collection. It is still available, and it is in a pack of 3. It has little 3 trial size versions of their liquid lipsticks, and it was $25. I didn't know what I was going for, but I think it turned out pretty good. Everything worked out surprisingly, and I'm not complaining about that whatsoever. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the look that I created. So yeah, I will see you next time. And I hope wherever you are, you're having an awesome day. And again, please say a prayer for my brother. He really needs as many prayers and as much luck as he can get. So I would appreciate it if you would send all your prayers to him. But yeah, thank you for watching.